Let's go. Montagna joining me, taking on Kody Hrastnik, Power Slap number 14, happening next week. We get a quick turnaround from you. First off, let's talk about it. You looked very much like you were in your element up there at Power Slap number 13 and doing your thing. What gave you the confidence to go up there and perform the way that you did?
I think the confidence that really gave me was just like, I'm coming from a performer background. So being in front of the lights, in front of the crowd, like the little bit of the crowd that we had, it just gave me that, like that more fire to it. Regardless if there was no crowd at all or if there was a crowd, I feel like I kind of just feed off that energy and I provide, like, hey, it's just another day in the office. Let's just go entertain and, get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, Zak Lansing was a big guy at super heavyweight. You were giving up 80 plus pounds in that match. You were able to overcome and rise up. How excited are you to be able to be much more in your natural weight class, taking on Kody at heavyweight?
It's gonna be way better. I feel like I'll be able to give the crowd and Power Slap in general just a better show. Zach was he was tough. I was giving him all I got, but that guy wouldn't budge. Just him being that bigger guy. So I feel like going into the regular heavyweight division, I'd be able to, have more momentum and more power to it and show more of like how big and powerful I really am. So I'm really excited to show that aspect of it.
For sure. I mean, your experience in wrestling definitely shined through. We've seen you up there dancing and really in your element, not letting anything get you off your game. What can you compare from past experience in wrestling to receiving a slap in Power Slap?
I think past experiences just be like the same old thing, in wrestling. Like a lot of people will have their opinions on pro wrestling, but hey, I'm getting slammed around, I'm getting hit, I'm getting chopped, I'm getting punched in the face, or with a steel chair or anything. I find all of that, same thing that I'm getting hit with or when I'm falling. I think it's the same thing as kind of receiving a slap. And I, as a kid, I didn't wasn't the best behaved, so my mom would slap me too. So I kind of already mentally prepared for all that stuff. So I kind of think it's somewhat similar. So a lot of the stuff kind of really prepared me on getting hit and knowing like how it feels and everything.
For sure. What do you know about Kody Hrastnik?
I don't really know much about him. I haven't really had time to really check his profile or any previous power slaps. I've been watching a couple of the old power slap ones and I haven't seen them. Maybe I'll have to check, like, I don't know exactly what date and which power slap he was on. I'll have to check it out, honestly.
For sure. I mean, he's 0-3 right now. We've seen him on, multiple editions of Road to the Title. Most recently, we've seen him taking on Darius Mataverona, so Darius the Destroyer, which he took a loss. And then before that, James Stonier in the heavyweight division. Two guys that have been, ranked opponents before. Do you feel that Kody's going to be a step up in competition compared to Zach, just even with that experience and being around this game a little bit longer?
I want to say yes or no. I'm a very respectful guy. I want to say I don't think he's gonna have the power that Zach had. So I know I can for sure take that slap and take that strike. But it also comes to the technique of it too, of slapping. Hitting that right point and the right slap. So a little bit. I'll give him the 50-50 benefit of the doubt. He has more experience on him. He's not new. It's not his first slap, so we shall see how it goes. But I just feel like no matter what, like the knockout's not going to be happening. On his side. He's not knocking me out. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that, enjoys talking quite a bit in social, on live shows, commenting, posts, etc. Have you seen anything of his social game at all, and is it getting to you?
I have not seen anything, so it's probably not working enough, man. Like I'm not seeing anything. He can come at me all he wants. I'm all about the entertainment. I'm all about the pro wrestling side. So if he wants to talk his talk, I'll shut it down easily. So
yeah,
he's probably not doing that good of a job if I haven't seen it. If you feel free to mention me, no problem at all.
For sure. Well, give me your best cut that you can to promote this fight. I want you to make it magical.
So he's coming against, Montagna, one of the guys that went against a super heavyweight and lasted, and survived, and won. He wants to come against me. It's insane. Like, somebody wants to call me out, say this and that, but I know I can take a hit. I know I got a strong hand, especially coming into heavyweight. A guy that's 0-3, it's really nothing. I'm technically above him now since I'm 1-0. You know, the guy's 0-3 is not really much to it. You know, for me, it's just another fish that I'm just gonna squash down. So that's fine with me. You know, it's easy. You know, anybody wants to tune in and see it, hey, I might give him a first or second round knockout. Be all fun and games.
Oh, sorry, first or second. So you might want to feel his power a little bit and take care of business in the second. Is that what your prediction is?
Honestly, yeah, like I think like taking the first hit, it just lights a fire in. You know, when I shot up at Zach, I was like, dang. But then he hit me on that first shot. I was like, okay, cool. Now I understand the game of this. You know, like for sure. You know, second one, 110% of my slap. You know, so I feel like just getting hit first kind of just brings the fire out.
I hear you. Do you feel that it gives, does it give you any extra confidence that the office believed in you so much to bring you back 3 weeks later in New Orleans?
It's a really it's a really great feeling that they are confident in me and they see something in me. And I hope they see the same thing in my brother also. That hopefully will be making his heavyweight division in October debut. So it's really nice, and I feel like again I can show them a better show and a better entertainment come this fight. And it's a challenge also because I have to cut down about 25 pounds just to my normal weight. So I at least want to be at 260. I don't want to be at that 265 limit. I want to be at least 260. Give me some wiggle room. So it's really nice. So they see something. They see that I'm entertainable, I'm marketable. Hey, this guy can have the belt and we can go far with it. So I just got to put in the work and show them what I got.
For sure. I mean, I'll probably be the first person to ask you this in Power Slap. I know for sure it won't be the last. If you ever had to fight your brother in Power Slap, would you do it?
They better give me so much money. I'll up the antes if they put my brother and I against each other one day. We'll do like a mullet versus mullet match. It has to be at least 5 rounds because there's no way we can do 3. That guy's strong. I feel like he's a little stronger than me. I'll give him that. So we'll see.
Awesome, man. Ro, I appreciate you taking the time. Look forward to seeing you there next week in New Orleans. We're back again fight week. Seems like I just left Vegas and seeing you. So I want to see you show up, my man. Take care. Travel safe.
You too.